Hello, can you hear me?
Still the same.
Hear me. If anybody can hear me, just let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me. Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Can you hear me? Is it loud?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Said what?
You can hear me.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Wow.
I'm live streaming already. I'm doing all this one.
My phone. Just give me a couple of minutes. Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, but there's an echo.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
we can.
Is it clear? Okay, so I'm trying to improvise. I'm using my phone at the same time using my laptop. I had to improvise so that I don't delay you guys. But you can hear me, the audio version is clear, right?
Yes.
The audio
Yes, it
is
is.
clear.
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay. Okay, so good morning, everybody. And I'm excited to take you this session for today. This is one of our most important sessions because I'm sure the majority of you people that are in this program are here because you want to either get a job or improve in your career journey. And so we are going to be looking at how you can be able to do that and do that more strategically. My name again is Aquario, the Executive Secretary of Knowledge Exchange Center. I hope you guys have been having fun and learning since we started since we started yesterday. If you have been learning, some will say audio is bad. Is my audio still bad?
Yes, sir.
It's
breaking.
Bad is an understatement, sir.
It's breaking.
It's breaking.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. You know what? I will have to use. Wow. Hello. Can you hear me?
Still the same.
Still the same. What's happening?
Yes, it's breaking.
Okay, just give me a minute. Let me change my internet connection.
Okay.
Sorry for the technical delay. So we'll try and fix that and continue with the class. We are 10 minutes gone already. And fix that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir.
is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. It's better.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I had to change location. So sorry for that technical hitches. Okay. Just a couple of minutes. Okay, so like I was saying, please, I would like to know briefly in just a few minutes your experience so far since this training began. That is starting from yesterday. I'd just love to see your comments just for the next 1 minute. How's the training been so far? Just a minute. Oh, okay. Oluwarotimi said expository. Oh, it's been mind-blowing. Awesome. Solomon is saying interactive, exceptional, impactful, worthwhile. Wow, 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 wow. I'm glad that this has been worth your while. And trust me, this is even just at the beginning. We have rich and a lot of training coming up that is positioned to help you transform your career journey. So we are going to look straight into today's session. Today's session is a session that I am personally passionate about. What I'll be sharing today is something that I've tried firsthand myself. So this is not theory. This is something that I have applied myself. So we'll dive into that. In a couple of seconds, I'll be sharing my slide with you. And just give me some few seconds so that I can share my slides. Okay, so let's see. Okay, can you see my slides?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. So what are your expectations for this course? Can you put that in the chat? Just put that in the chat. What are you expecting that at the end of today, this course should do for you? What is that thing that you're expecting from this course? Let's see that in the chat. Can share with us in the chat. Why am I not seeing your chat? Okay. Be more strategic in job hunting. Okay. Develop good job hunting strategies. I expect to gain more insight into the necessary approach to job search. Okay, to acquire knowledge and strategies for job hunting. Okay. Learning smart ways of applying for job that will grant me my dream job. That is Olaide. And Emmanuel is saying, be intentional about job search. New job hunting strategies and knowledge of it. That's Okpeyemi. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so let's dive into the topic for the day. So at the end of today, participants, you should be able to mention creative ways of searching and applying for a job. Creative ways of searching and applying for a job, not just the regular way every job seeker does, but you will find unique ways. Number two, you identify what you are doing wrong in your job search effort. The reason why most of you have not gotten that job yet is because there are certain things you are doing wrong. And today, I hope we'll be able to decipher what exactly you are doing wrong so that you can correct that. We are also going to learn how to use LinkedIn to get job. Though I don't think we have enough time to really dive deep into LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn to get job. Maybe all of us will arrange for maybe a Saturday, we can do 1 hour full time on how I can teach you how to use LinkedIn to get job. But this is just a component of what we are going to learn today. And finally, the most important one is to developing an effective job hunting plan. Now, the goal of this course is going to be very practical, and I can promise you. In fact, why we have put this course at the beginning of the training is that you are going to try everything we are teaching you here. And we want a situation whereby even before you finish the 1 month training, some of you should have gotten job as a result of trying these things. Some of you should have gotten your place of internship, your own self, as a result of trying these strategies. Is that good enough? Are you excited about this? Yeah, this is going to be real practical. We are going to be doing it live, and we are going to monitor you in the course of the week. Okay, a quick survey. So we are going to do a quick survey right now. So I'm going to pull off a survey, and please, I want you to just, this is an anonymous survey, just tick the ones that applies to you, okay? So let's use, okay. So there you have the survey. So just, which one best describes where you spend most of your time looking for a job? You spend it, is it online job, online portal, social media? Where do you spend most of the time trying to search for a job? I know you check a lot of things, but which one do you use most? Okay, let's do that. Please, everybody should feel. Okay. Let's get it coming. Okay. Which one do you feel the most? Okay, 25. We just have. Okay, I'm sure everybody is done. Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Wow, this is quite interesting. So let me share the result of what we have here. Okay, so that's the result. So 46% say they use online job portal like Jobberman, JobVite, and the rest of them. We have just 28% who use social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and the rest of them. Nobody actually uses company websites, and nobody, we have just 26% doing WhatsApp and Telegram. Interesting. Okay, so let's do another survey again. So here is another one. Do you have a structured approach or a well-written job search plan that you follow during your job search? Do you have a plan that is written somewhere? You are following a plan, or you are just anywhere, anything that comes, you have a carefully thought down plan that is well written, which you are using for your job search? Yes or no? Something, it can be written on a book or digitally, but you have a clear plan that these are the things I will be doing specifically on a daily, weekly, or a monthly basis to be able to land my job, that's my dream job. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's share what we have here. Only 14% of you guys said yes, and 86% said no. Remember, if you don't planning in any area of your life is extremely important. If you don't have a plan, meaning that you are planning to fail, most of us approach our job hunting without a clear written down plan. So anything that comes up, we just dive into it. This is not a good strategy for helping you land your own job. So I'm hoping that today's session will help us to develop a clearly written down plan that we can follow on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis to help us navigate our job search, something like a blueprint. Okay, so let's do another one. The last one. The last one is, what do you think is the major reason why you have not gotten a job? Why do you think you have not gotten a job? Is it is because I have little or no experience? Is it that I lack the basic skills required for employment? I don't have the right connection. What is that one major thing? I know there are a lot of things, but what is that one, the top? If you should put the top one that you think is the reason, or are you attributing it to yourself? Maybe I'm the one that is not taking things serious. I'm yet to take personal responsibility. I have a poor result. Maybe I have third class or 2-2. That is why I've not gotten a job. What is the reason you think you have not gotten a job? Okay. Okay. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Okay. Okay. So I'll be sharing the result now. 54% said they have is because they have little or no experience. That is why they have not gotten a job. Okay, we'll find out the solution to that today. One of them say, only 16% say, I lack the basic skills required for employment. And 16% say, I don't have the right connections. We are going to address all these issues. Just 5% say there's not enough jobs in the country. Yes, there's not enough jobs, but there's enough jobs for people who are ready to work and who understand what to do. We just have only 3%. That is one person that said, I have a poor result. Even though you have a third class, it doesn't matter if you know what to do. And only 2 people just said, you know what, I have not taken personal responsibility. That is why I've not gotten a job. Wow. Okay, interesting. Okay, so at least the survey has given us a clue on some of the things that we are doing wrong. we now have a clue of some of the things that we are doing wrong. Okay, so let's dive into today's training. Now, why should anyone hire you? I'm asking anybody now. You can put that in the typing in the chat. I'm asking you, why should anyone hire you? Or put it in another way, if you were you, would you hire you, and why? So it's the same question, but I'm just asking it in a different way. Please put that in the chat. Why should somebody hire you? And don't say, because I got first class, and so what? How does that help my business? Why should anybody hire you? If you cannot figure this out, this is a big problem. Why should anyone hire you? Why should P&G hire you? Why should MTN hire you? Why should Guinness hire you? Or why should McKinsey or KPMG, why should they hire you? Why you? Please put that in the chat. I want to see, why should anyone hire you? Okay, so I'm waiting. I'm trying to check your chat. Are we putting on? Okay, sorry, I'm trying to check my chat. I don't know. Just a minute. I don't know, I can't see my chat. Fish.
Can I read it out for you?
Okay, you can read it out. Okay, that's all. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. I'm Amanda Richards. I'm a fast learner and very enthusiastic. Oluwatosin Naya. I'm a problem solver and a good team player. Ojiapo Chidera. I'm self-driven and target-oriented person that can learn very fast. Habib Isa. I have the requisite skills, and I'm passionate about utilizing my skills to moving the organization forward. Ogene Tega. My skills and values I would bring into the organization. I would be a good fit for the company's culture. Princess Ogechi, I believe I possess a combination of relevant skills that will be an advantage in this job role. I'm goal-driven and fast learner. Okpeyemi Sulaiman, I have above basic skills required to thrive in my industry. Also possess professional skills need to assist development. I have the right.
Okay, good. But I noticed a trend in almost all the response. Now, if you give me that response, that is what everybody does. There is no, there's no substance. Oh, I have the skills and competence. Everybody can claim I have the skills and competence. But I need you to be more specific, meaning that I want in the last place where I worked, I was given I was given an award as the best customer service staff. I believe that this is the kind of skill that you need for your customer service department. You know, it's tangible. There's an evidence to your claim. So you can say, I work under pressure. Show me, give me an instance where you have worked under pressure before. Have you gotten an award? Do you have a special kind of certification that distinguishes you? So rather than say, I have the competence, don't just mention the competence. Mention how you have used the competence to achieve result. So whatever you are claiming, it must be tangible. You must have an evidence to show that, this skill that I'm saying I have, let me show you in my history how I've been able to deploy this skills or what have you to be able to, you can say, okay, I have 2 years experience managing over managing over 500 million naira in my portfolio. You know, that gives me an idea that this guy has managed. So it has to be specific, tangible. You have to put numbers to it to be able to convince and persuade someone. If you have not done that, it's going to be hard to convince anyone because everybody can work under pressure. That's it. Everybody has the competence. Okay, so first thing first, and this is very important. This is coming on the back of the mindset orientation. You need to change your perspective about your job search. You are not looking for a job to survive. Please, you have to change your mindset. You may be broke. You may even be trekking. Like some people say, you may be soaking your gari there. But remember, you need to value yourself. A job is an opportunity to demonstrate your talent, gifts, skill, experience, and potential. So you need to have that self-esteem that, yes, I may be broke, but this is not who I am. I have value to offer. If you look at yourself, I'm broke, I don't have job, I'm a job seeker. No. You're not a job seeker. You're somebody who is looking for an opportunity to showcase your talent, to showcase your experience, to showcase your potential. It's very important. Because if you don't have a good self-healthy image of yourself, when you go to interview, it will show. Because you'll be doing as if you're begging for the job. When you're supposed to be thinking, this guy should be lucky to hire somebody like me. And for you to be able to do that, you have to write in a plain paper, itemize those things that makes you unique. Write it down and begin to look at it constantly because it will help to feed your self-esteem. This is very important. So you are not just looking for a job, you are looking for a place where you can add or contribute value to. And you have to write down, so it's not about motivational speaking. Write down those values. Write it down. What value can I give to any of you? Write it down on it. You should be clear about it. If you don't know that, it's going to be a problem. So we are going to do a class activity. If you were an employer and you had a vacancy to fill urgently, how would you approach filling up the vacancy? Explain the rationale for your approach. Now remember, things you need to consider: the urgency of the vacancy, you have a limited budget, and the ability to find the right talent. So please raise up your hand if you need to talk. Ajibade, so you can call out anybody who raises up his or her hand because I'm finding it hard to see this stuff. So just raise up your hand. Remember, the question is, if you're an employer, put yourself in the employer's shoe because we are trying to wear the employer's shoe. If you're an employer, you want to fill a vacancy. How would you start? What do you do? This is urgent. I need somebody sharp now. Maybe I need a sales representative. What will you do as an employer? Okay, Dada, you can unmute your mic.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Olaritin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so for this vacancy, I think the major concern here is the limited budget. So there are 2 routes at which I will go about this. First is referral, or I go through advertised vacancy. So for instance, maybe I pay some recruiters to publish the vacancy, or I go through LinkedIn and publish the vacancy. But first off, I would get the job description, state out the specific requirement for this role. And
remember, it's urgent too. It's a very urgent. You need the sharp between like
I'll
tomorrow.
I'll go through referral option instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anybody?
Thanks.
Okay, that's beautiful. Who wants to speak again? Okay.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you, Oganetega.
Okay, so what I had in mind when I read the question was to Apparently, it didn't state that I already had applications, so I'm guessing that okay, before now, I would have had people who have dropped off some applications with me. So I'll most probably go through their skills and their portfolio to see if they've done any task relating to the urgency or the urgent stuff I need to get done, and based on what their portfolio or the projects they have been able to the word has left my tongue, take on and finish. I think that was what I would base my judgment on, and picking someone to fill the vacancy. Thank you.
Okay. One last person, Olaide. Olaide, you can unmute yourself. Let's say you sharp. What will you do? Sharp, you need this person urgently. What is your best, most efficient approach? Your best, most efficient approach. You're thinking like an employer now. Olaide, are you not there? Okay, if Olaide is not answering, Gabriel, help us. Sharp.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, Olaide, good morning. Okay, so what will you do? You're an employer. You have a business. Yeah, good morning. Continue with, I can hear you. Okay.
But yes, sir, I would go through for them so that they can do that quickly, or there are some people who that drop their CVs in one way or the other, so I can first check through that, then also go through consulting firms too.
Consulting firm for something you need sharp. Okay, that's fine. Okay, nice one. Thank you very much. Ideally, somebody said referral. As somebody who has business, I'm sure the first thing is, if you're looking for a salesperson, is to talk to people that you know, who can say, please, do you know anybody? I'm looking for somebody who is good in sales. That's the first. So you look at your network. That's the first thing you do. The last thing that will be on your mind is to do adverts to get, that is the last thing after you have tried every other means. So meaning that when you see jobs being advertised, meaning that is because they have exhausted other means or every other means, and it didn't work. That is why they have advertised it. Does that tells you that not all jobs are advertised? There are so many jobs that are not advertised. So if somebody refer a good salesperson to me, I wouldn't need to advertise it and nobody will know. So the question is, how do I get into that space where people do not even advertise and get their a job candidate? That is what you want to be doing. Because by the time it's advertised, you'll be struggling with a lot of people. By that time, the competition will be high. So how do you get out of that competition? We are going to be looking at that. Okay, so this diagram shows you how employers and job hunters think, or job seekers. Employers are looking, if they want to fill a vacancy, they start from within. They ask their co-staff, who can fill this vacancy, or do you know anybody? So they start from within. And you notice that the last thing they do is to send for people, advertise the job, which is down here. But when job seekers are looking for a job, they start from on bottom of this pyramid. They start sending CV. So the question is, how do I get to the point? So let me do this. How do I get here? Or this place? You want to get to this place where the competition is very, very low, where the crowd do not even know that there's a job. So we are going to learn how to get to the top first. So whatever plan or strategy you have should be, how do I get to this top? How do I get here? That is what you're seeking to achieve. If your plan cannot get you here, you are going to continue to struggle with people down here. Is that understood? Is that clear? I need you guys to respond.
Yes, sir.
Are you following?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
just put it in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good. So we did a survey, and this is a survey that we did at KEC. We asked employer, how do you feel job vacancies? What are the top things that when you are filling job vacancy, what are the things that you rely on most? And most of them say employer referral. Employer referral is coming again. And the second one is saying online professional network, particularly LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is the next big thing after employer referral. So it makes sense for you to say, okay, this is where employers are looking when they want to hire people. How can I get there? That is all your plan. How can I get in this place where employers look at first before they look at advertising and general way you use in getting employers? So the whole strategy is to be able to find yourself in these two sources. So how many of you read the case study? Hope you read the case study, please. Hope you read the case study for.
Yes, sir.
You read the case study, right? Okay, so let's talk about the case study. Can somebody tell us briefly about Tristan Walker? Just give us a summary in 1 minute, please. Okay, Nafisat, you can unmute yourself. Akin Pelu, Nafisat, okay, I can see your hands, okay.
Yes, sir. Case study 1 talks about packaging and rebranding.
No,
So,
I'm talking of case study 2.
Okay,
Let's start
case
with case
study 2.
Yeah, this Tristan Walker.
Okay, Tristan Walker. To summarize it all, he wasn't sitting on the fence whereby he wanted to work with First Grade, but he wasn't getting it. But instead, he went out all the way to pitch for First Square and got a business developer for them, and he gave himself the job and brought himself to First Square. So in essence, you don't sit on the fence, you need to act and pursue whatever thing you want. Thank you.
Beautiful. He was proactive. So is there anybody that can share with us one fascinating thing that say, amen, this is really, really fascinating, and what really impressed you? Kayode is raising up his hand. Kayode, okay, want to say something?
Hello, sir.
You can unmute yourself, okay.
Yes, I am. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
So basically what the guy did was very daring. So let me make this more relatable. So I'm trying to get into KPMG. I've submitted a lot of applications to them. I've done the online test and all, but I'm still not getting in. So what the guy did here basically was to just go online, look for their clients. He knows what these guys are doing already. Okay, they are into this, those are so right, into consulting and all. So I went over to look for clients. Then he provided a solution. Like he made himself sellable. Like like he was already working with KPMG already.
Exactly.
So that's cool.
So you don't have any choice but to employ that guy, because it's just showing you results. So it's not matter of, oh, you are third class, you don't have experience. No. Look at it. I can show you on practical things that I can do the job. So quickly, I can see your hand, but because of time, I'm trying to manage time. I just have 2 hours. Sorry. Let's talk about Adora. And this goes to people who say, oh, I don't have experience. Oh, I've not done anything. Meanwhile, there are certain things that you have done, but you don't think that they are experienced. They are actually experienced. If you have led a team before, if you have managed a club in your school or association, during your NYSC, you did a project and you supervised that project. You don't think that is an experience? So what do you think about Adora? So raise up your hand. That brief article by Adora. By the way, she's one of our resource person. I'm sure maybe a few of you will know her. She's one of the top HR person. Okay, Oluwatosin. Okay, what do you think? You can unmute yourself, Oluwatosin.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, Oluwatosin.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I think what she did basically was packaging her experience. Okay. I think I learned a lot from what she did, owing to the fact that most times we do a lot of things and we feel they are not enough to be posted on our CV. Yeah. And I think it really got to me because when I was young, I stayed with my mom and I had businesses. I was one running it on a part-time basis. And when I developed my CV, I didn't really put anything about basic sales knowledge or knowing how to organize logistics and all. But when I read a profile, the case study yesterday, it just dawned on me that maybe I've been sleeping on a lot of experiences that I should have put in the CV. So I think we need to rebrand and package our experiences. It's really important.
Yeah, very, very important. Beautiful.
That's what I have to say.
Now I will tell you an experience that I had with one lady. I think that was about 3 years ago. So this lady is doing a HND and she's about to graduate. And she sent me her CV, and I noticed that there was nothing in her CV. In fact, she lied in her CV that she was working somewhere. I said, but you are not working here now. She said, I don't have any experience to put now, and I needed to put experience there. I said, you know what? Don't lie your CV because you will get caught. We sat down and we discussed. I said, okay, tell me about what you have been doing when you were not in school. And she started and told me that her mom owns a restaurant in the Navy barracks, a very big restaurant. And so the restaurant caters for big generals, all those army generals. I said, okay, you are the one helping your mom to manage this? He said, yes. Okay, were you the one getting the raw materials? Yes. She was the one also ensuring that, because most of them buy based on credit, and she'll make sure that every one of them pays as at when due. I said, these are experience, the ability to be able to get people to pay back what they have spent, what they have purchased for credit. You have negotiation skill, because when you go to the market, you ensure that you have get the best material for the less possible price. That is negotiation skill out there. Number 3, you are managing an entire restaurant, especially a high network people, VIPs. These are top generals, meaning that you can be able to handle senior people very well. And before we saw, the CV was loaded with experience, and she was shocked that she had such experience that she was saying, I sell for my mom, I don't have any experience. But we're able to package that experience so well. So most of you, I'm sure you are going to go back and say, oh, there's some experience I really need to package. I hope we are learning something. I hope we are learning something from this. Okay. Hope some of you can see that you have experience. Some of you that say, that put in this survey, I don't have experience. Hope you can now see that you have a lot of experience if you dig into your history. Okay, beautiful. Even selling recharge card is an experience. Trust me. If you're in a church committee, for example, you're in charge of a particular unit, that's an experience. There's a way you can package it. In fact, there was somebody in our last GAP network, he's a Jehovah's Witness. He was applying for a marketing course. And you know what this guy did? He said he had the skill of marketing. If he can market the gospel through going from door to door, people that he doesn't know at all, that he will be able to sell any product because it's the same transferable skill. Can you imagine? Can you even relate that? And it made sense. He got the job. So you need to really, really look at it, because there's what's called transferable skill. The same thing that makes you have the guts to go and knock on the door, a stranger, and share with that person. You can also use the same skill to sell a product. So you have to look deep inside of you. I hope we are learning something. Okay, so let's go quickly. So we are going to watch this video. This is a short clip. So please listen carefully, because we are going to talk about this.
So I was sitting in college at the time and I said to myself, how can I do something different? What can I do different enough for me to see results that no one else will think of doing? An idea came to my head to go and knock on people's doors and ask them what skills and qualities they had to become so wealthy, so that I can extrapolate that and use that for myself. The pitch when I knocked on people's doors was, my name is Reggie, I'm from East London. I came to Kensington and Chelsea because I researched that this is the wealthiest area in the UK, and I just wanted to know what skills and qualities you had that allowed you to live in a wealthy area like this, so that I can extrapolate that and use that for myself.
Hi,
hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. You okay? So I went down the private street, the second door. I can extrapolate that and use that for myself. The pitch when I knocked on people's doors was, my name is Reggie, I'm from East London. I came to Kensington and Chelsea because I researched that this is the wealthiest area in the UK, and I just wanted to know what skills and qualities you had that allowed you to live in a wealthy area like this, so that I can extrapolate that and use that for myself.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. You okay? So I went down the private street, the second door I knocked on. A lady speaks through the intercom. She opens the door, invites me in. As we were speaking, a gentleman walked through the room. That guy was Quinton Price. At the time, Quinton was the head of Alpha Strategies at BlackRock.
First thing I started thinking about was, all right, well, let me think about how will I go to work tomorrow. I can organise for him to have some work experience.
I got there so early. I was the first one there. I think I got there like an hour early, just so I can build a good impression. It was amazing to see how many bright young people there were. But even before I got there, I didn't know you could get A stars in A level. I thought it was just A was the maximum, but then these guys were telling me, I got 3 A stars and 4 A stars, and they would ask me, oh, what grade did you get in college? I was like, oh, I'm still in college, I haven't finished yet. And that's when I realized I'm actually the youngest person here, and these guys are all undergraduates. And from that day, it really altered my mind and changed the perspective I saw things, and that's when I realized, you know what, something's definitely gonna come off this, and it surely has. Afterwards, I had a meeting with my mum, Quinton. He would advise me to go to university because they'll give me the best shot to work in the financial services. I will never forget, there was one thing I heard that still resonates with me now, which was, if you want to see different results, you have to come out your comfort zone and see something different. Yeah. Even on my internship, there was 9,000 applicants. Yeah. 115 of us got it. Yeah. Only 3 black people. On my floor right now, I'm only a black person on my floor. So it's hard. I understand where you're coming from. It's hard. So when you see a black person, like, we just be friends. We just be friends. So in the corporate sector, I am a minority, and I won't hide it. I am a minority. Like, even where I work, there's diversity, but it like in every corporate environment I've been to, it can be a lot better. So I guess playing the game for me is just adapting to the surroundings around me. I wouldn't say it's conforming, but just adapting to the surroundings around me so that you can, I guess, make the biggest impact and make it the biggest difference that you can.
Mom, I'm going to work. See you later. Bye.
Bye, take care.
In any hyper-competitive environment where you're a minority, you have to play the game to a higher level in order to prevail, because you're educating people to overcome
Ignorance and prejudice.
their ignorance and their prejudices. And those prejudices exist.
They do.
We wish they didn't, but they do. And so where they exist, I think it's incumbent upon all of us, both those of us who are lucky enough to be in the majority and those who are in the minority but have an opportunity to prove the naysayers wrong, and to set an example to the next generation that makes this a more equal society. We see it all around us, and the more people like Reggie there are, the faster we'll get to the right place.
So I would say embrace the rejections, because they make a better story, and through that you're just going to be able to inspire and help a lot more people. So I would say don't take the no's as gospel. Use it and embrace it, and use it as like the petrol for you to get through to wherever you need to be.
Wow. Okay. Nice one there. Yeah. So that's a short clip, and let's have comment on this. Let's have comment on this. If you have anything, just raise up your hands. Okay. So if you have any comments, just raise up your hand, and so you can speak. Can you hear me? Anybody want to make comment on that video? Any comment? Okay, Efedayo. Okay, let's have you, Efedayo. Or you can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. There are so many things. Yes, sir. There are so many things to that video I saw. But one thing I will say is this: it looks so insignificant, but that young man has all high self-esteem. Because do you know what it takes to walk up the door of a rich man or rich woman in a wealthy environment, just to walk up there and knock on the door and say, okay, tell me your codes and your skills, confidence. And that's the start point for everything. That's the start point for everything. And again, he had to orientate his mind to a positive perspective to see the tide. And then he wasn't going there to beg for peanuts. He was saying, teach me.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Let
love
me know
that.
how you do these things. Teach me.
I love that.
So that's it.
I love that. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant submission. Honestly, Ezekiel. Okay, let's have you say something. You can unmute your mic. What did this guy do that is so admirable?
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Having watched the video, I'm highly impressed, because it's another level of boldness that I see that Reggie has done. This makes me understand that you remain where you are if you choose to be there, because it is a bold step for you to take, for you to make that decision.
That's right.
Just like what we were taught yesterday about mindset, and also the book we read as a man thinketh, it is what you conceive in your heart that you take as an action. You know, the next step you take is something that you have thought about in your heart. I'm very sure Reggie must have sat down, thought about a lot of things, and realized that, okay, I don't want to be here. I want to move ahead. I want to go to that highest pinnacle of success. So he decided to take a step to move out and ask people that have been there, because it takes mentors to draw you to a higher level. You cannot remain where you are by just roaming around with your peers or people lower than you. So I really learned a lot from what I just watched.
Powerful. Yeah, powerful. Let's have a lady for gender balance. Grace, okay, over to you. You can unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Grace.
Reggie, my mind, that video we just watched right now is so powerful. And I just saw something in that guy. He's someone that he actually understood that his fight is different.
That's
his fight is actually different.
That's right.
He was coming from a minority and needed to break into the majority.
Beautiful.
And the thing is, nobody hands over anything to you. You have to get it yourself. You have to break through.
Awesome.
And Reggie did that. And that was what he did. And I just learned something new today. And
Wow.
I am just so mind-blown, really. I'm still trying to get everything in. I'm still trying to sort it in. But
Wow.
seriously, he
Wow.
knew his fight was different. And he took
Wow.
the steps he needed to take to break into the majority, coming from
Wow.
the minority.
Wow. Thank you. Sorry, because we have a lot to cover, but let me just summarize. Remember, when the guy went out, before he even went out, he has rehearsed this over and over again, what he will say. So he's not just knocking on doors, and he has researched, rehearsed this in terms of how he's going to communicate the whole thing. So it's not just working. He was prepared so that he goes to this door, they will say no. I'm sure he has gone to many doors that have said no, but he kept at it till he got his first yes. All he needed was his first yes. And this is important. So rather than the conventional way of getting jobs, send CV, what are you doing differently than the average job seeker? If you're not doing anything differently, don't expect to get a different result. You will keep on experiencing the same thing every other person is experiencing because you're not doing anything different from them. So these guys, they move beyond the normal things. And he prepared. I would like to emphasize that he prepared even before moving. I'm glad we are learning something. Okay, so let's move straight to. So we are going to do a group. Ajibade, so you are going to help us in this. So this is a group. I just need 5 minutes. So you set it, everybody will go back to their group. I'm sure by the group is still, you have not dissolved the group entirely, Ajibade. Am I correct? Ajibade, can you hear me?
Yes, the group is still intact, but for
It's
the
still
people
active.
that were not assigned, we have to do it manually assigned, but some of them are already in the group. But it can be done. Should I do it now?
Okay, so what at the left hand side of their screen, top left, I think there's an icon where they can click and go back to their previous group.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, can you see that for those who were in your group before initially? At the left side of your screen, they should be able to see a button where they can click that will take them back to their group. If you can see that, please, can you just indicate?
Oh God.
Okay, so if you can see that, please. So this is what you will do in your group when you get. Yeah. Okay, I can see. Okay, it is only people who have been assigned to a group that can see this. But Ajibade will sort that out. So Ajibade, you can just put people in any group so that we don't. We can save time. We'll do proper grouping maybe next this thing. What I want you to discuss is that name one approach of job search that is different from what the average job seeker do. In your team, just discuss one unique idea of how you can get a job. Now, the rule is this. Every team must come out with one representative that will present. So come up with one idea and say, okay, this is what our team came up with, that this is the best way to get a job.
Wow.
That is unique, that is different. The rule is that if another group share the same idea, meaning your idea is cancelled. So your idea must be very, very unique that no group is even thinking about. Hope that is understood. So just sit down and come up, okay, you are a job seeker. What is one unique idea that we can use to get a job that is not common? Then pick a representative to share that idea, representing your group. So your group is in different colors. We have red, blue. So please, I'm going to call according to your colors. So Ajibade, you can split them into group if you are ready.
Yeah, that's already been done.
Okay. So we just have 5 minutes to do this.
So I think the automatic timer for the group was on 15 minutes. So once you are done with the group in 5 minutes, you just have to leave in 5 minutes.
Okay. Maybe you can just hop into each of the group and tell them they're done. Thank you. Please help coordinate that as well.
Hello. Hello. I'm not in any group. Oh, please. Hello. Please,
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Do we have everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do we have everybody now? Some people are still joining. Okay, quick one. So we'll start with, we'll do it by your color. Let's start with red. Group red. Who is representing group red? Just 1 minute. 1 minute, sharp, sharp.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, my name is Damilare Babalola. I'm representing Group Red.
Okay.
So for Group Red, we actually came up with a strategy having to do with networking and relationship. So
okay.
For we come to discover that networking and relationship is actually a very important key that we in our generation really don't understand how it works. And because of that, we really don't understand that there's so much power in networking. So we saw it to be a very wonderful strategy that can be used to get jobs. Referral is a very key in getting the dream job which we're looking for. Just like we saw in the video of Reggie, we saw where Reggie got his job through mentorship, which has to do with relationship also. He had a very good interpersonal relationship skills that got him to become mentored, and he got his internship. From there, he got his dream job. So I feel that networking is a very good strategy that can be employed, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Gogo, your mic is muted. We can't hear you.
Okay, so before I go to the next person, I'm looking at my time now. We have a lot to cover. So this is what we'll do. Now, your answers for each group that is presenting, please, your group leader, send your answers directly to me. Send it to me. Send it to my email or knowledgeessencecenter@gmail.com and copy training@knowledgeessencecenter.org so that we can have a lot to cover. So I apologize for that, but there are a lot of so many important things we'll be looking at, and I have just a couple of minutes to do that. Okay, so let's continue with, can you see my slide? You can see my slide, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's great. Okay, so employers are frustrated by going through a lot of resume. But the beautiful thing is that they have designed a software, which we call, what's the name now? Application tracking system. to be able to sieve out CV. The question is, how can you stand out from the crowd? There are a lot of people who are looking for a job. I'm sure a lot of you heard about the unemployment figures currently released by the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, where over 17,000 PhDs are looking for jobs, particularly in this pandemic, where a lot of companies are dropping a lot of staff. However, there are people who are still getting jobs, even in this pandemic, people who are still changing jobs. So it's possible to get jobs. So the whole idea is to develop what I call a blue ocean strategy. What's a blue ocean strategy? So when I was in business school, I learned about this concept. There's what's called red ocean and blue ocean. Blue ocean means that, so red ocean is where you have a lot of fishes, a lot of competition, where fish eat fish and all that. Blue ocean is creating an environment where there's no competition at all. At all. So let me give you a typical example. There was a business that looked into the shoe business, and he decided to come up with a blue ocean strategy. The strategy was, there are some people who have very big feet that they hardly see their shoe size in the normal conventional shoe store. I mean, people who have, my uncle has such kind of feet. I don't know if anybody here has that, but there are some people who have really, really giant feet. So he decided to create a store specifically for people who have huge size of leg than the average person. And whenever people are looking for shoes that are of large size, they know who to point to. So it's a niche that he has carved out for himself, no competition at all. So what you want to do is to develop a strategy where there's no competition at all in the first place. So we're going to look at three things. When developing your strategy, there are three things you must look at. One is a product called you. You are just like a product, delivering yourself, or like a service. A one-man company, delivering your service to anybody who wants it. Number two, we are going to learn how do you promote yourself, and where do you promote yourself finally. No, it starts with you. It all begins with understanding who you are. Please, before looking for a job, you must understand yourself first. People make this mistake. Do a thorough analysis of yourself. Who are you? So below are some points to note. You do a self-assessment. I've sent a self-assessment sheet to you. You can see that in your worksheet. Please, can you confirm if you received this in your worksheet? Just say yes in the comment section. Okay. Please, I need you to feel that. That is very important. Do you know why? Because from that sheet, you can use it as a foundation to develop your CV, your 1-minute elevator pitch. From that sheet, you can use it to develop your 1-minute elevator pitch. You can use it to prepare for interview. You can use it for your LinkedIn. So, but you must do a thorough analysis of your own self. Good. I see, yes, that's good. So, self-assessment, have a personal development plan to fill in the gaps. We have given you the personal development plan. I don't know if you guys have gotten that. You're supposed to send it yesterday. Have you gotten it? Just respond if you have gotten. If you have gotten it, say yes. If you have not gotten it, say no. Just want to be sure. Okay, beautiful. So do that first. So before you even look for a job, please know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you are going to struggle like every other person. Sit down. I do this for myself on an annual basis. Be clear on what you want. So when you ask people, okay, you're looking for a job, what job do you want? Any job. Once you do that, you have messed up your life. Some people think that any job strategy will work for them, but I'm sure you know that it's not working by now. Most of you have tried it. So, Odukoya, why are you raising your hand? I can see your hand. What is it? Please, okay.
Okay, maybe. So be productively engaged even though you don't have a job yet. I find it very appalling when people say, I've been looking for a job for 1 year, and I ask them, what have you been doing? And they say nothing. If I'm an employer, I won't hire you, because the question I'm asking is that, yes, I understand you're looking for a job, but you must be productively doing something. Start a lesson, for example, maybe sell recharge cards. Be in charge of maybe your church or mosque in terms of their social media. Try to see how you can improve their social media so that to create awareness. But I should see what you are doing while you are looking for a job. If you are idle while you are looking for a job, you are not a candidate for anybody at all. Show me what you have been doing. Very, very important. So that's a product to you. So let's look at, I hope we are catching, learning something. And if there's any question, just let me know. Ajibade, if there's any question, please just capture it at the end of the session. I can take that question. So just ask any question and put in the comment section. Ajibade will collate them for me, and I'll be able to respond to that. So part of what you need to do also is, after knowing yourself, one of the things you do is knowledge, skill, and attitude. What knowledge, skill, and attitude do I need to have in order to be to make progress in my career journey? What knowledge do I need to have? So let's look at knowledge. Now, if you say you are interested in HRO, that my career path is HRO, you have to know what is the new trend in the HRO industry. At least knowledge is the cheapest one to get. You can say even skill now, training, most training are for free. But at least if you are interested in HRO, what are the new technology driving the HRO industry? Don't tell me that you don't know. If you are somebody who is interested in HRO. So what are the new trends? Who are the top players in that HRO industry? Or if you are in tech, if you are in marketing, who are the top players in Nigeria, in Africa, and globally? You should know this before even starting for job search. Who are the people making things happen in this industry? What are the latest technology or terminology commonly used in your profession? In every profession, there's a terminology. Like techie people, there's a terminology for techie people. HRO, there's a kind of terminology that they use. What are the challenges common with this industry? In your industry, what are the issues? And finally, can you compare these companies with their counterpart abroad? So for example, the kind of company you want to go into in Nigeria, what are the companies abroad doing differently? So you have to be grounded in terms of knowledge about your industry. So you're saying, oh, I don't have experience, but at least the information are there in the internet. And you have to be grounded. Number two is, what are the skills that I need to possess? So now, all these things that I'm stating should be part of your personal career development plan. If you don't know these things well, you should have a plan to be able to acquire this knowledge. Number two, what are the skills? Employability skills, which you are now doing in the GAP network. What are the employability skills that I need? Employability skills are the basic skills that are required to make you become job ready. How to work in teams, communication skills, for example, how to use basic technology, which is Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, presentation skills. These are what we call employability skills. Technical skills are specific skills. I want to be an accountant. Do you know how to use accounting software? Then finally is what we call digital skills. Now, digital skills is compulsory for everybody. No matter what you do, you must understand some basic digital skills, how to use the social media, maybe how to edit video, how to, those little things. You must have digital skills, irrespective of your field. is compulsory. So these are the things that, then attitude generally, what attitude should I have that will set me apart? I think this is straightforward. So because of time, what is your unique selling point? What value are you exactly bringing to the table? Do you know this? What is your unique selling point? So I need somebody to type that immediately. If somebody should ask you, what is your unique selling point? What is it about you that stands you out of the crowd? Do you know it? Please, let's see it on the comment section. Please put that in your chat. And please don't put work under pressure. All those generic things that people you normally say. What is special about you that will make somebody say, no, let's hire this guy, let's hire this lady? What is, I'm sure I've asked this question initially, but I'm re-asking it again. So let's put that in our chat session. Please don't just put confidence and resilience. This, you are repeating the same mistake. Competitiveness, and so what? I told you that, show me with an evidence. You can tell me that, don't tell me that you are a fast learner. Tell me that, even though you say I'm a fast learner, back it up with an evidence. I'm a fast learner. I learned how to do so thing in a couple of just 2 weeks or something. Show me an evidence. I'm a self-motivated and result-driven. If hired by your company, I would improve your clientele and drive engagement with the product of the company. Yes, that's just a promise, but I can't see any evidence that you have done this in the past. I'm sorry. Skillful in digital and technology realms required in the industry. If you are skillful in digital, so if you are saying, I'm a social media expert, I've been able to increase social engagement by 1000% in my last, yeah, show me evidence. So don't tell me you're a social media expert. What have you done? Ability to multitask. This is evident as I was able to hold down a position as administrator, both in the Ministry of Works and Jewel Gallery, both in JOS. Hey, now you're talking. Amanda, nice one. Ability to promote sales. Where I said I was able to bring a client to buy a property. You can say a property worth, put the amount there. Ability to review processes. I've been able to turn sales around for a company by repackaging and rebranding products using the Pareto principle. This boosted sales by over, beautiful, awesome, Gabriel. Now you guys are talking. You get the point. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm impressed. You get the point. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm glad you understand the point. So you must put an evidence. Don't just say I can do it. Show me how you have done it in the past. So this self-assessment of your value. So do that self-assessment that I sent to you. What can I bring on table? Do your personal SWOT analysis. I've sent it to you guys. Do your personal SWOT analysis and send to me. And so please, let's ensure that we do that and send. So the deadline for that assignment, please, all group leaders, ensure that everybody does this. I'm putting the responsibility in your hands. All group leaders, all team leads, ensure that everybody does this assessment and submit on or before Thursday, tomorrow. On or before the close of business on Thursday. So promotion, now that you have an idea of what you are capable of doing, now that you have done a good self-analysis, it is time to hit the road. Now, these are 8 tools that you can use to market yourself. So you start by saying, number one, my resume. Is it top-notch? How do you know if it's top-notch? By getting a HRO or a recruiting person looking at it to confirm if it is top-notch. Getting experts to review it. My cover letter. Do I have a top-notch cover letter on ground? Do I have an elevator pitch? Do you know what an elevator pitch is? Who can tell me what an elevator pitch is? You can raise up your hand if you know what an elevator pitch is, quickly. Raise up your hand if you know what an elevator pitch is. Oh, yeah, please. Raise up your hand if you know what an elevator pitch is. Ah, are you saying nobody knows what an elevator pitch is here? No, I don't believe that. Oh, thank God, at last. Nafisat, please, tell us. Unmute yourself. Nafisat.
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
Elevator pitch is a brief intro, or is a brief summary about yourself, whereby maybe, for instance, now maybe you're meeting with someone and you need to tell the person about yourself. You just give the person a summary about what you can do. By that is an ability to sell yourself. That's just my own idea of elevator pitch.
Yeah. That's a good one. So the word elevator pitch means that, for example, if you see a HRO of MTN and you are trying to get to MTN, you see him in an elevator. Both of you enter that elevator. And before he steps out of that elevator, what would you tell him about yourself that will make him to say, you know what, okay, I'll take my card. Let's talk later. What in that one split minute, you don't have all the time. What is that one thing that you are going to tell him that will make him or her to give you that card? That is what we call an elevator pitch. And this is what you use during interview. Tell me about yourself. This is what you use during a networking session. Oh, can I meet you? Oh, my name is this. This is what I do. You must have that elevator pitch to be able, when they are interviewing you, when they are talking to you, that one line that you say about yourself that makes people say, interesting. So you have to have your elevator pitch. You have to also try, and some of us can do articles, blogs, or posts on our social media. Sometimes you can use video, share video, like the personal video that you guys shared. Slide share, pictures or infographics, and mastering interview basic question. The top one for me is this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Number 8, they are very critical. Number 8, so you must have mastered this. You see, they say opportunity comes to those who are already prepared. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So you must ensure that you have mastered the basic. All interviews, we ask you, tell us about yourself. At least you know that one. Why do you want us to hire you? If you don't know the answers to this compulsory question, then there's a problem. There's a problem. So you need to master the basic question that usually repeat themselves in interviews. Okay, so let's go to, so there are 6 ways to approach your job search, and I hope I can do this in the next 30 minutes or so. 6 ways to approach a job, 6 strategies. Number 1, so we are going to look at them one after the other. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 is through the normal way you put. This is where everybody, the strategy that everybody uses, which is WhatsApp. You just see a vacancy. Remember, by the time you see vacancy, it's too late. There are a lot of crowd that are seeing that same vacancy. So this is what everybody does. And this is not the best strategy for you because the competition is high. However, even in this strategy, there's even a way to optimize your chances. So the best thing is to ensure that your CV are filled with keywords. Tomorrow you are going to be doing CV writing, so you will talk more about this. If your CV does not carry keywords, you are out of the game. This is very important. So your CV is very important, and you can apply directly to companies. That's what you call cold. Send them a cold email. Number 2 is networking. You know, initially when I asked a question, how will you fill a vacancy? We talked about, and when we look at that chart, you saw that the first thing HR people or people are looking to fill a space look at are the network around them. So I noticed that when you were filling the poll, initially there is this survey that I posted. Some people say the reason why they have not gotten a job is connection. To some extent, I may agree with you, but the problem is connection. You can build that connection. So there's no excuse. I don't know anybody. Start knowing people. And there is the beautiful thing is that there's LinkedIn. Throughout my working career, there are a lot of people that I've been working with that I've never met them before. We didn't go to the same school. We don't attend the same church whatsoever. I knew them online. Start building the connection. Start knowing HRO people. If you're digital marketing people, start knowing those people in those companies. So if you say it's connection that gets people job, then build your connection. It's as simple as that. Remember, you are 4 persons away from anyone in the world. So you are 4 persons away from Donald Trump or even Buhari or even Bill Gates. There's somebody you know that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows Bill Gates. I hope you know that. So statistics has shown that you are 4 persons away from anybody in the world. No one can network himself to success unless he has something to offer in the first place. Before you start networking with people, please, you must have value that you offer. Don't just meet people who I need a job. You must also bring something into the table. So have that attitude. So tips to note about networking skill. Networking is not asking people for a job. Please, when you meet a person for the first time, if you ask them for a job, you have turned off. It's a turn off. It's a no-no. Because the person also has people who are looking for a job who are relatives. Don't do that. Get to know people first before you talk about anything related to job. Nobody can help you get what you want if you don't know what you want. How many people know about what you want to do? So all of you that are listening now, can somebody say, this person is passionate about graphic design. This person has been talking graphic design. So when I see a job relating to graphic design, I will call Baba Tokwe because I know he's always talking about. So do your closest people know about what the kind of job that you want? Or have you told everybody, please, if you see any job, let me know. If you are doing that, it's a wrong thing. Number 3, have something to offer and meet people's needs. No matter how successful people are, they have a need. Bill Gates has a need. I hope you know that. Dangote has a need. No matter how successful people are, we all have a need. So when you see successful people, don't just have the attitude, he has everything. Look at the gap that they have in their life and say, please, I notice they are organizing an event. Please, I would like to volunteer to help you in this event. I notice you have a book project. Please, how may I help you? Look for a way you can help even successful people that you want to meet and maybe make them as your mentor. Don't always think of, let the person give to me because he's successful. That's not a good thing. Be genuinely interested in person. When you meet people, be genuinely interested in them, not what you will get from them. People can know if you are genuinely interested in them or if you just want to use them to climb. Don't do that. That's a no-no. Now, for some of you say, I don't have connection. You do. Check out so look at your network, your church, your mosque, your professional organization, your alumni. You belong to an association, your WhatsApp group, your profession, mentors, and things like that. So you need to look at your connection. Are you undermining the connection that you already have? And share with them some of your passions and some of the things that you do. Now let's go to volunteering or internship. Thankfully, this program, we have built internship. Internship or volunteering is one of the cheapest and the easiest way to get a job. Cheapest and the easiest way to get a job. Imagine you're volunteering or you're doing intern in an organization and you're looking for somebody. You'll be the first person to know. And because you're an insider, you will know how to get the job because you understand the culture and the skills they are looking for. And particularly if you have been impressive as a volunteer or as an intern, you will be the first person that will consider. So if you say, I don't have experience, so look for internship and volunteer job and do that with all your heart. So that even though they don't hire you at the end of the day, you can use that experience for another organization. Now, how do you get volunteer or internship opportunities? Identify what you want first. It starts with that. I can't overemphasize that. Do you want to be a digital marketing person? Do you want to be a data analyst? Is it a pharmacist? Whatever it is. Identify what you want. Identify the skills and knowledge gap in what you want. What are the deficiencies? Okay, I want to be a HR person. I want to be a digital marketing. What are the skills that I'm lacking? I know it's not only posting on social media that is digital marketing. What are the skills that I'm lacking? Identify it. Number 3, identify ways to fill that gap. Do I need to go for a training to fill that gap? Identify the sectors or companies or organizations, meaning do your research. Do your research. So for those who are looking for internship, so this is one of the things I want people to do. If you look for about 10 companies that you would like to do intern in, 10 companies, this is an assignment. So group head, take note of this. 10 companies that you would like to do your internship. Research about them. Then develop what you call an application letter and send them a letter. So you can send them a letter, oh, so person, introduce yourself. I would like to intern in your organization. I'm a graduate. I'm one of the participants in graduate advancement program. It's an employability training program where they are training us in this, that. I'd like to do 2 months internship because I aspire to be a HRO, you know, something beautifully, and send it to 10 people. Those 10 people, at least 1 or 2 will accept you. So let's do nothing less than 10, between 10 to 20 organizations. So this is an assignment. I told you that this course is going to be practical. Then wait for it and follow up. Follow up as you wait for it. Make sure you are sending it to the HRO person or the MD. If you can get the orga pata for that organization, send it direct to that person. If not, send it to a HRO. Don't send it to generic mail. And be consistent at this. Now, I did this same thing I'm telling you for somebody, and the person was called back for an internship. So what I'm saying is not theory. And this was the letter that I sent. I designed this letter for this person. So it goes like this. Hello, sir or madam. Put the person in. My name is Jane, and I have been very inspired with the work you have been doing, particularly in the interior design industry. Remember, this person have researched what these people do. So you can see it in the letter. I have a strong interest in design. Early this year, I enrolled in one of the best interior design schools in Lagos to pursue this passion. I'll be rounding up shortly, and I am looking for opportunity to undertake my internship with a reputable interior company like yours. You see, you have to blow up their head a little bit. I am therefore seeking an opportunity to intern with your highly esteemed organization. Beyond my design experience, now this person is talking about what am I bringing to the table. I'm not just coming to learn. Beyond my design experience, I have worked as a sales manager at a retail shop, a phone shop, where I have developed practical sales skills in customer relation, record keeping, sales, leadership, and interpersonal skills. I'll be happy to use these experience in addition to my design skills in adding value to your organization as an intern. I look forward to your kind response. This letter got the person an internship within 1 week. So you need to take time to carefully word this. And once you do this later, because you're sending it to, please, I can hear myself. Why is this in echo? Hello. Hello. Just give me a minute. Just a minute. Hello, can you hear me?
There are a lot of companies.
Hello, can you hear me?
About more who company one be, you understand? You must saying so.
Please, I did that. Please. If you can hear me, just say that in the comments. It's echoing. Yeah, I noticed that. Am I still echoing? It's clear now. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Still echoing? Okay. Did I say it's clear? What to me? It's clear. It's clear. Okay. 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 It has stopped. Thank God. Okay. So you can see. So if you are doing this for this person, just learned interior design. So you can send this same letter and just adapt it to any interior design company, because it will apply to them. So you are tweaking, the main body is the same, but you are just customizing it for each company, and it works. So I expect you guys, you can do this for job and you can do this for internship. I have done this also. So you can do this for job. So the assignment is that, because I want people to get a job or internship using this, you have to be very practical. This is no theories. Identify 10 companies you're interested in. Research them. Don't research them properly. Draft a letter carefully and make sure somebody helps you to review that letter. Then send it to these 10 people. Don't just do copy and paste and send to 10 people at once. Carefully and painstakingly send to one after the other, 10 of them. 10 of them. I hope this will give us results, because that's the whole idea of this. Is this something doable? Let me see that in the comments. Is this something you can do? Okay, beautiful. Hope there's no problem executing this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, it's doable. So please, team leaders, I hold you responsible for that. You'll be giving me a report on this. Okay, so let's move quickly. So we have talked about, so how many strategies have we talked about? Please, this is solution selling is the next strategy. Can you itemize the strategies we have talked about? List them. We have talked about 3 strategies. Please itemize them. We have talked about application, general application, okay, job application, networking, and volunteer and internship. Yeah, so let's go to what we call solution selling. Solution selling is what's his name? The first case study that we looked at, a 3-star, that's what he did. Solution selling means that every organization has a problem. I don't care how successful the organization is. Every organization has a problem, and they are constantly looking for people who will solve that problem. Every organization does. So solution selling means that you find a critical gap or a problem in an organization. So for example, you look at an organization and you see that in terms of their social media page, they are not doing much, and you're a social media expert, and you feel that if they can work on their social media page, this is the kind of result that they can be able to achieve. You are so sure of that. So, or you look at their website, their website is crazy. It's not, and you just feel that this website will not allow them to get more business. Now, we are not talking of fancy website. We are talking of business results. Your solution must provide business results, not just, oh, your brochure is not fine. No, is it bringing in money, or is it reducing costs, or is it helping us achieve our business objective? Your solution must help them achieve that. So after you have identified this gap in a particular company, develop a solution. So develop a solution, do like a proposal, research, go to their social media page, develop a blueprint on how they can transform their social media page and how that will impact on their business positively. Because the businessman is interested in profit or reducing cost or having an efficient process. Number 3, write a proposal with a cover letter and send to them. Send a cover letter that's straight to the owner of the organization or the top person. Don't send to a bottom level person. It must be top decision makers. And number 4, find a way to send it to the decision maker. I've said that prepare for your presentation. If they call you, prepare to present your solution to them. I've used this, and these have worked for me in a few occasions. But it takes a lot of work. But if you do this very well, trust me, it works like magic. It takes a lot of work, but it works. It works. So you can identify a particular industry, maybe restaurants. You notice that restaurants usually have major problem in this area. And you can do it for one restaurant. If you can do it for one restaurant, you can replicate it across different restaurants. Because one solution, you can use that one solution. If you notice that all restaurants usually have this issue, you can send it to like 10 restaurants that have similar issue, and 1 or 2 of them will call you. Now, the final one is the pull effect. The pull effect means that you position yourself in such a way that it is people that will be calling you. I'm sure you will like that. You position yourself that it is HR people that will be finding you and offering you a job. So this happens to me a lot. Every year, I get HR people sending me, please, we look at your profile and we feel that you are best suited for this role. Would you be interested? Every year I get that. Do you know why? Because my LinkedIn is has positioned me for that opportunity. So there's a way you can optimize your LinkedIn or position yourself out there that will make people search for you. I told you that we don't have the time to do that in this session. Maybe you people can arrange and we'll do maybe like a 1 hour, maybe during on Saturday, and I can show you how you can be able to do that, particularly using LinkedIn. So you can position yourself as someone who is competent in specific area. That's why it is important. Stop posting everything. Today you post about real estate. Next tomorrow you post about GNLD. Another day you post about social media. What do people know you for? When they see your page, what do they know you for? What problem will people have that will make them to think about you as the solution? So if you see my social media, I don't post anything there. I post something so that people will know that when it comes to this training and development, personal development, please, this is the guy to call. And so you must be intentional about your listening, because that is how you can attract. So the articles you write and things like that. Finally, is through mentorship. So you get mentors. You saw the first video that we watched. The guy got a job through a mentor. You saw his approach. So there's nobody that you cannot meet. You just need to know the skills. Mentors can connect you to jobs. So for those who say, I don't have connection, top people can connect you to. And how can they do that? First and foremost, identify the right mentor. Find them online. Research about them. Don't ever meet a mentor that you want the person to mentor you without not researching the person. Watch all their videos, their audios, their posts. Know the person at the back of your hand before you meet them. Engage with them, engage with their posts. Then secondly, offer them value. Don't say, hey, please mentor me, mentor me. No. Ask him, sir, is there anything that you are doing that I can be of help to? First, seek to help them. Notice what they are doing in their life that they will need support. And first, once you are in their circle and you are helping them, the conversation becomes easier. And say, please, I would like to mentor you. Because successful people have a lot of people asking them the same question. How would you differentiate yourself from the rest of people? Once they see that, this person is not asking me for anything, rather he wants to give me something. Maybe during their birthday, you buy a book and send to them. And all that, I say, I always meet people taking from me, but this person is different. I would like to know more about this person. And the person becomes interested with you, and so you can continue that. And make sure when you have a mentor and the person gives you an advice, please, especially if the advice is credible, ensure that you take action on that advice before you meet that mentor again. Because no mentor will take you serious if you have not done anything with the last advice. So let me take the next few minutes. I have a couple of minutes, even though I know that we didn't start on time because of the technical issues. The place so we have talked about you analyzing yourself. We are talking about promotion, and now we are talking about place. Where do you showcase your skill? online job portal, recruitment, organizational websites, social media. We have multiple places that you can use to showcase yourself. LinkedIn is one of them. Now, because of time, I'll just brush into LinkedIn. But let me say something about LinkedIn here. We have over 750 million people currently on LinkedIn. And some of the things you must know about LinkedIn is that, number one, you must complete your profile. See, LinkedIn, the algorithm of LinkedIn is designed in such a way that it favors those who have completed their profile, meaning your pictures. Make sure you have a headshot of your professional pictures. Don't ever write in your title, looking for job, searching for job. Don't ever do that. You are shooting yourself on the foot. Put a title there, HRO enthusiast, for example, even though you don't have a job yet. So you must put something in your title. You can look at what I've done in my this thing and LinkedIn. And so you complete your profile, have a compelling summary. That summary is your elevator pitch. So your elevator pitch should be in your summary pitch. Make sure you are always using keywords. Be active in your LinkedIn. Remember, try to get a lot of connection, especially of HRO and recruiters, CEO and MDs. But before you connect to people, ensure that you complete your profile. If your profile is not encouraging, once you send a request to people, the first thing they look, who is this person trying to connect with me? Is it an interesting person? Once they see, oh, this guy is interesting to meet, they will accept it. Make sure you complete your profile before sending a connection request, because that increases your chances of your request being accepted. And when you are sending a request, try to customize it. Don't use the normal default that LinkedIn puts there. Customize it and send them a short note before sending it. Then take note of the following: your name, your career job title, your location, your degree and certification competence. All these must be complete in your LinkedIn page. So these are the things that you need to complete: your name, your tag, your summary, your media experience. Everything must be complete. So this is somebody that was so used LinkedIn to get a job. He said, "Hello, I'll be rounding up the National Youth Service Corps on the 4th of May 2017. I'm skilled in content writing, development, social media management. Would also like to delve into marketing." You see, this is like an elevator pitch. And this is what the person got as response: apply for graduate trainee. Kindly send your CV. You see, these are responses to the person and all that. So you can do that elevator pitch. Now that you're doing Gap Network, you can sell yourself, carefully worded, and put it out there and tag maybe HRO people that you know. So remember, when you're networking on social media, networking is not asking people for a job. Let me repeat that again. Networking is not asking people for a job. Nobody, so that is very important. So we talk about Pareto principle. So let's look at the last section of this training. Okay, so let me use the 10 minutes to round up. I know we started 10 minutes late, but can you permit me? Are we good to go on this? Can you permit me? Let me seek your permission first. Can we take the next 10 minutes to do the last section of the job? Okay, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I'll see how I can do this fast. So apply the Pareto principles in your online job search. I had somebody talking about Pareto principle. Now, what is Pareto? Pareto is an economist. It's an economist that developed a strategy of being very productive. Now, there are 20% of your job hunting activities that can produce 80% of the results. In every organization, there are 20% of the individuals that produce 80% of the results in that organization. So that is how to use the Pareto principle. So there are a lot of activities that you'll be doing while trying to get a job. The question is, what are the top 20% of those activities that if I focus on these 20%, within a short time, I will get a job rather than doing everything. Not every activity has high degree of importance. So you want to zone in on the ones that if you can focus on these few things and do it consistently, I'll be able to get results. If I can focus on networking, if I can focus on mentoring, if I can focus, I know this is hard, but if I can focus on this alone and put on my attention, it will increase the results. So this can be the difference between being effective and efficient. So you learn how to set SMART goals. Make sure that your goals are SMART. I'm sure we have been able to, we know about SMART goals, right? We did that yesterday. So example, to earn a total income of 200,000 in the next 3 months. You see that is specific, not just I want to earn money. No, how much? 200. When? In the next 3 months or by before the end of December. You are very, very specific. So that is how to set your goals when you are making plans. So let's do a short activity. Please, these are the 3 things. This is how not to set a SMART goal. Can you reset any of these? Turn it into a SMART goal. Somebody said to lose weight, to become a good teacher, to attain my master's degree. These are bad way of setting goals. Please, somebody should share with us on the chat session how you can turn this into a SMART goal. Okay, please, let's see that. You can choose any one. Number 1, 2, 3. Correct this thing to a SMART goal. How can you set this into a SMART goal? Yeah, let's do that quickly. To lose 20 kg by the end of 3 months. Now you can even specify by the end of December 31st. Okay, beautiful. Well done, Amanda. Any other person? To attain my master's degree. That's a generic distance. Specific. Oh yeah, somebody should do that. To lose 10 kg by December 20th, okay? To obtain my master's degree in 2021. That is not even specific enough. Master's degree in what? To have badge MSc in operation management by the end of, beautiful, beautiful Hamid. To attain my master's degree before the age of 27. So it can be as specific as possible. The more specific you are, the chances of master's degree, University of Cambridge, beautiful in structural engineering by 2022. Awesome, Oluwafemi. Oh, so you guys understand the drill. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice one, nice one. So we are coming to the end of the class. So this is the last part of the class. So everybody, you need to come up with a job hunting plan. This is going to be practical. This job hunting plan will enable you to get your job. We know we talked about helping you place you in job, but you know what? My greatest joy would be that each and every one of you are able to get your job yourself and teach other people how to do it. There is no glory in saying, they got me a job. I was able to do it myself. That is what I'll be happy about. So that is why I want us to really take this seriously. So develop a job hunting plan. So everybody from today henceforth, you will have a clear plan of how to get your next job. Number 1, list all the activities that you need to focus on during your job search. Do I need to work on my CV? Do I need to master interview skills? What are all the things that I need to do to get my next job? List them. They can be up to 10. Do I need to go for mock interview session and all that? List them. Number 2, these activities that you have listed, prioritize them. Now look at them. Which of them should I focus my attention more on? Then next and next and next. Prioritize these things so that you will do it according to priority. Number 3, set goal using the SMART model. So for example, I want to review and I want to review all my CVs and ensure that my CV is standardized in the next 1 week. in the next 1 week. It is something that you can measure. How can you know that your CV is standardized? If a HR or a recruiting person has checked it and confirmed and say, this one is okay, it's good to go. Number 4, break down your goals into daily, weekly, and monthly plan. So every week, I want to be sending at least 10 applications. Every week, I want to be able to study about my HRO industry, the new trends. Every week, I want to be taking, or every month, I want to attend 2 courses in so this. So you break it down into daily, weekly, and monthly. Number 5, have an accountability partner. So at the end of the month, you say, at the end of the month, my goal is to see that I am able to have about 500 LinkedIn connection on my LinkedIn. I want to be able to have like 100 HRO people on my LinkedIn. Then number 6, evaluate and assess your progress and performance. So every week or at the end of the month, you ask yourself, all those things I say I will be doing, what have I done well, or what can I change? So this is the job search hunting plan that breaks it into tasks, timeline, status, key performance indicators, and what you learned. So that's all. That's all. Now, the key performance indicator, please, I need to emphasize this. So for example, let's take, for example, CV. One of the tasks is CV. Week number 1, I want to be able to ensure that I complete or standardize my CV. The timeline is on or before Friday. So the status is by the end, done or work in progress. The key performance indicator, is what will be the thing that will make me know that I've completed this task? How would I know that I've completed this task? The key performance indicator is that a HRO or a recruiting person have confirmed that the CV is okay. That is a key performance indicator. If it's, send application to 10 people, what is the key performance to send 10 applications to 10 people? The objective of sending application is to get people to respond to your application. So at the end of the day, your key performance indicator is that I've sent to 10 people. How many have called me? I've gotten only 2. I've gotten 3. Nobody have called me. So your key performance indicator for the activity called sending application is the number of response that you have got from the application. I hope that is clear enough. Then at the end of your learning, what have I been able to learn this week? And what can I improve on? I think that's the end of my session. So I need question at least 12:10. I was able to do this within. So I'm through and I need questions. I'm through with my session, so you can raise up your hands and talk now. Raise up your hands and this is time to speak. Just raise up your hand. I'm through with my session. I'm through. So if you have any question or, okay, Obiageli, unmute yourself, sharp, so that others can talk.
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon, Sam.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for that awesome section. My question actually is based on my own profession. I'm actually a medical laboratory scientist, and the truth of the matter is that that's actually not been easy because some jobs I've been seeing, most of the times they request for experience, post-graduation experience. And I was actually opportunity to go for an interview, and the man asked me some questions like, what can you do? And to my own, I was actually sincere, and I told him what I can offer. And so I just asked him the question, like, okay, what is your laboratory like? And he said something, he said, our laboratory is actually well equipped and with highly skilled equipment. And we're actually looking for people that are well skilled in handling this thing. And I told him, okay, no problem. So when I did not get the job, I just asked myself something. I said, how can I actually, because I want to further in my own profession, like, how can I actually have opportunity of working with this instrument when I'm not being given a chance?
Okay.
So in that case, I really don't know, because some jobs are, they will tell you post-graduation, because we do go for internship, but they will still specify there that post-graduation experience. And even when you want to go and work for a small place, they still tell you, oh, what do this thing? We need somebody that can man the lab, that have had maybe 10 years experience. So I really don't know what I can do in that case. That's actually my question.
So the question is, how many of these laboratories have you applied to? Are they up to 10 that you have applied for? That there are more than 10.
They have applied. There are more than, because I do most of this online application, just like what you said, the last part of it, which just job websites and Telegram, to just send emails like that. That's just majorly. But I think it's way more than 10.
Okay, so this is what you will do. Look for people who are in that industry, those laboratory guys. Identify people who are maybe about 5 or 10 of them, and try to build a relationship with them. Get to know them. Don't talk about job and all that. Just get to know them. Get close to them. Get to know them. And as you get to know them, begin to ask them questions about, this is what I'm passionate about. Please, I would like your advice on this. What kind of course or what kind of books or materials that I would like that I can read or study to be competent while I look for opportunity to really practicalize this. Start from there first. Once they see that, man, this lady is very serious about this, you can go further and say, please, I'm looking for any place. In terms of the knowledge, I've been able to acquire them. In terms of knowledge, please, you have to be, these are things that you can read up yourself. At least these are things that you should know. So in terms of the knowledge aspect, make sure that you are grounded. In terms of the trend in the laboratory industry, make sure you understand this. Then you tell them about your possible interest in doing an intern. By then you have developed a relationship. So you let them know that I just want to know how to use this instrument. I just want to learn how to use it and all that. This is the things I've done. Once they see the effort that you have made and they see how quick and fast you are able to learn and grab things, they'll want to take a chance on you. Now, don't do that for one person. Do that for multiple people to increase your probability of getting that opportunity. And sometimes you could even write a blog or a post on things that relate to your field online. Yeah. So you can go via the route of mentoring.
Thank you,
anybody?
Sam.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Sam.
You're welcome. Any question, comments? Any questions? So please, the job hunting plan is what you will take to your career counselors. When you are going for your counseling, you must have a clear plan of how you intend to get your next job or your internship position. So please, class, the various class team lead, please take note of all these assignments, and we put that as one of your responsibility to follow this through. By the end of the week, I expect all the class monitor to the team lead to liaise with me and tell me how far you guys have been able to do this. I'm sure, I hope people have been able. Was this thing helpful to you guys? Please, I just want to see your comment. Was it helpful? He said there are questions in the comments section. Okay. Okay, I can see. Okay, let me attend to some questions before I round up. Okay, sir, if that is, Ezekiel is asking, sir, if one is passionate about his bachelor's degree, but also possesses some skills like graphic web design, how will one structure these qualities in his CV? That is why, see, you can have more than one CV. You're not expected to have one CV. So it depends on the job that you are applying for. If the job you're applying for does not require anything graphic or web design at all, they don't need it at all. Take away the graphic design or web design skill out. If you know that that will not help or be a plus in getting you that job. But for example, if they say they need a social media person, you know, graphic design comes with social media. You know, it's an add-on. So you want to, even though the job is social media, you want to put in graphic design, you want to put in web design, because these are complementary skills that will help you even become a better social media manager. But if you are applying for maybe a doctor, a pharmacist, I don't see how, maybe graphic design can help, but I don't see how it really helps. So that's the purpose of having multiple CV. So if you're applying for a graphic design position, you emphasize your graphic design more, and so forth and so forth. I think that's the only question I can see. How can we position our online certificate on our CV? And you can just write it, training attended till date, certification in this, under training or other certification. So it can be a section on your CV. That's someone asking that question. Okay. Sir, can we have all the assignment outlined in the WhatsApp platform? I think I lost track of some of them. Okay, we'll share the assignment again in the WhatsApp platform. So check out the WhatsApp platform for the specific assignments, please. Sir, if one has experience in particular job role and doesn't have experience in his or her field of study, how do one go about it? That's simple. If you studied Greek economics, what I study is Greek economics, what I'm doing is different. So employers knows that what you study can be different. The question is, what can you do? Nobody is concerned about what you studied. What can you do? And if you have done it before, put it in your CV. That's okay. In fact, it's the experience people are looking for, so it's an advantage. Give by what is obtainable in this country. Now, it is difficult to find jobs. Please remove that mentality. Once you say it is difficult, it becomes difficult. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I'm sure you understand from the book that you read, you know the implication of mindset. If you see difficulties, if you say it is difficult, you continue to see difficulties. You continue to see. So it is very difficult to find jobs. Should we accept any job that is not aligned to our career plan, or reject it and keep focusing on only jobs that suit our career? Jobs, first and foremost, correct that thing. It is not difficult. Number two, if you see a job, see, the most important thing is some of you do not even know your career. You just assume I'm HR, I'm marketing. There are some of you who, if you get a job right now, that may not be suited for your career, especially if you are starting, please take that job. It is easier to get another job while you are in a job than when you are not in any job at all. You are likely, your chances of getting another job increases when you are doing something compared to somebody who is not doing anything at all. I'm sure that is clear. Okay, Abdul Rahman say, given the situation in the country, most people apply for jobs not related to the field. How do we position ourselves ready for career-related jobs, even without the requirements needed? That is why, see, you need to start with, what do I want? See, once you focus, there's power in focus. They taught you people yesterday. Once you focus that this is what I really want. And as an accountant, see, as an accounting, there are what we call transferable skills. As an accountant, you can do data analyst because you are working with numbers. So you must be flexible. You know, as an accountant, you can branch into data analyst, you can branch into things that are related to accounting. So don't tie yourself that it must be accounting. As a HR person, you can do admin. Anything related to people, you can. So it's still the same distance. So you can't force yourself that it's HR. No, you can do admin job. You can do customer service. But if you know that you love to do things that are related to managing people, then you look for the job function that are related to that skill set. skill set. But focus is key. Most people think that, oh, if I try to put my hands in many things, the chances I will get a job. No, it's a lie. It's a lie. So put your mind and say, yes, it's marketing. Yes, it's digital. Once you focus your mind, you will see opportunities will come in the direction of your way. It's very important. So could I have my CV submitted to you for vetting? Tomorrow you are having your CV session, so they will teach you everything about CV. It's practical. So you have the CV session. I hope this is all. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you guys are spending data. If you have any question, so please, you can send me an email or chat me up. So thank you very much. Ajibade, you can take it up from here.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
We have come to.
Hello, sir.
We have come to today to the end of today's session. Hope you guys had a fun time and you were able to learn one or two things from the session. Please, the class reps should try to take note of the assignments given and follow up with the facilitator if you missed some of the assignments that were given, so that you can relay it back to your group members so that the assignment can be carried out. If you look at the comment section, I've been posting the link for the feedback today. Why I keep doing that is that so you don't forget, because at the end of every session, you are supposed to go back to this link and fill the feedback for today's session that you just have. And thankfully, we just have only one session for today, and we'll be done. If you are yet to fill any of the forms, the information form, you can see that we're trying to schedule some of you into some groups today, and we're able to schedule some automatically, but some I had to do it manually. And one of the reasons is because some of you didn't fill that participant form that was sent to you. And what this will also affect is your data allocation. I don't want you coming back to me when data is being allocated that I didn't get my data and things like that. By that time, I wouldn't listen, because I'm begging you to fill those forms now so that I can have those information to work with. So it's the information I have that I can work with. I can't work with the information I don't have. So by that time, I might read your WhatsApp chat and I won't answer to it if it concerns some of these things that I keep telling you about. So also the assessment form. I sent an assessment form on the WhatsApp. A pre-assessment form. Let me just quickly get that. Give me 1 minute. Sent a pre-assessment form. Just give me a minute. Let me get that on the group. Okay. All right. 1 minute. Okay. So I sent this pre-assessment form. I'm typing it in now. So this pre-assessment form, every morning before the start of your session, or even today at the end of your session, you can fill for tomorrow. So what the pre-assessment form is doing is that, for example, tomorrow, you know this, you are having CV writing and cover letter, so you can fill ahead so that we get what are your expectations for the course, what are you looking to learn for the course. What this does is that the facilitator are able to tailor what they are going to teach you according to some of these things that you've highlighted, so that they can strictly address your pain points. We are doing all this so that the lessons and these sessions can be well suited for you and can be valuable for you. There is no reason organizing training sessions that are not valuable to the participant or the target audience. So we are making sure that all these things, so we are not just telling you to fill forms for form's sake. In fact, it's a lot of work for me tracking these forms. It's a lot of work for me tracking it and saying this person has not filled and this person has filled and things like that. So as much as you want to get the experience and value out of this lesson, you must do most of these things that although it is penalized, but aside it being penalized, aside you not doing it, aside you being thrown away from the meeting or being removed from the group, I think it's just responsible of us to feel some of these things. So these are the information we are going to work with to give you an awesome experience and an amazing experience during this training and to be able to make it valuable for you. So let me hear your feedback about today's session. One or two people should just speak. You can unmute your mic. What is your feedback about today's session? How was it? What do you think? How do you think about what are your thoughts about the training, day 1, day 2? What are your thoughts? I need 3 people to speak. Gabriel or Oruku, yeah. Gabriel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Agogo was super methodical. It was very presentation. It was awesome. It's really, really delved. Real deep. He really maximized the time, and it was awesome. Basically, exhilarating. Refreshingly thrilling. Thank you.
We can't hear you, Gabriel. We lost you. Are you done?
Okay.
Are you done?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello.
We can hear you now.
All right. I said methodical in his presentation. It was really, really impactful. I really maximized his presentation despite the limited time he had, and then refreshingly thrilling. It was refreshingly thrilling. Thank you very much.
Any other person? Nofisat Akinpelu.
I'd like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Agogo. Today's lesson was all about we shouldn't sit on the fence. We need to act. We need to take decisions by ourselves. We need to implement whatever thing we've learned and whatever thing we've come across. We need to package ourselves. We need to come out from our shell, from our comfort shell, and do it. Stop saying yourself like you can't do it. You can actually do it if you act. So I think that is what today's lesson is all about. Act and stop sitting in your comfort shell. Thank you.
Okay. Ifedayo, you were trying to say something?
Okay, yes. Today's session was wonderful. A big thank you to Mr. Agogo. What I love about the session today is this. Unlike other maybe seminars I've attended about career plan, job hunting techniques, this is more than a motivational speech. It is practical in the sense that it shows you what to do, how to do it, and then the steps to take. It is practical. That it is a practicality I actually admire about the whole session. And I say thank you to Mr. Agogo once again.
Okay. Okay. Any other person? Any other person want to speak? Okay. Okay. Then one information that I'm here to give you guys for accessibility. Agbeya, I'm coming back to you 1 minute. For accessibility to your training slides and training materials, let me get you a link for you so that you can access the training slides and training material. We'll make sure that at the end of every session, we'll be posting those training materials there so that you can go back for it. So Agbeya, let's have your feedback. Let me quickly get the link for you while Agbeya is speaking.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Once again, I want to thank Mr. Agogo for the teaching today. I love the interactive session, and then I love the first part where we had to do some kind of statistics, where you had to plot some graph and then show us those things. It was awesome. I really love that. And then I also love the interactive section as well. At least he it made us to actually share our own view. Not that he wasn't the only person doing the talking. At least he was able to get some feedback from us, and then at least incorporating some videos as well. It made the class be very, very interesting. I love that.
Okay. Okay. Any other person want to speak? Let me see. Okay. I'm posting in the Google Drive link for you to be able to access your access your training materials, your course materials, and the slides. Let me also put that on the group so that we can all have it. Okay, I'm putting that on the group now. So if you check the group, if you check the comment section, you will see the links there. So tomorrow we are having the CV writing skills, CV writing and cover letter skills, which will be taken by Mrs. Unoli Nwaneka. She's an HR consultant that she will be taking that class tomorrow. And we are having it for 2 sessions. So tomorrow's session is not 2 hours like today. So it will be 4 hours, but we have a 1 hour break. So the first session we start at 10 o'clock to 12. And the second session will be from 1 to 3. But you have to arrive here by 9:30 for the book review, like we always do before we start the session. Let's make sure we arrive on time so that we can get done with the book review before we dive into this session. And I also want you guys to probably have your CVs handy tomorrow. Okay, she will actually be taking CV writing and cover letter, then interview skills. So there's high probability that we might be putting you into Zoom groups, and conduct a mock interview for some of you, so that you can have that experience of how this mock. Some people suck at interview skills. When they go into interviews, they go into panic modes. When we're doing the Gap Network interview, we were interviewing some people and they were panting, like they were seeing it as a do or die affair. And if you're in that kind of state, you can't actually come out or say the right things, even if you have them or even if you've done them. You understand? So some of this situation, we want to play it out and have like a mock interview with you. So she will be taking the cover letter and CV writing in the first session, 10 to 12, then the interview skills in the second session. So she will be sharing tips and acts of interview with you, how to go into interview confident and how you can present yourself, address questions, sell yourself during interview session. It will be an awesome experience. So I would advise you guys to have your CVs handy with you when you are approaching this session. So you might need them when the session starts and things like that. So kindly fill all the forms you are supposed to fill. I've sent the links to the group. I've sent the links to this chat session. I've sent the link of where you can get your course materials. Although we are still working on that, but by the end of today, all the courses should be there. If it's not there, just let me know. But by the end of the day, I think all the courses should be there. So the link to where you get the course material is here too. So you can always access that and get the form, download the course material and things like that. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you by 9:30 tomorrow. Enjoy your day, and the team leader should make sure that the assignments are done on time, and you liaise with Mr. Agogo for further instruction if you are not clear on what was told or how to go about the instructions. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, everybody.